Alright, so you see my screen? It might be bad for him because I know when me and Toad do this sometimes.
Yeah, it doesn't usually show up.
Alright, just let me know. I'm gonna try this out. It might be like really bad, you know.
It looks smooth to me. But
Does it look fine?
yeah, for now.
Alright, cool. Alright, so you are... Who are you? Alpha? Okay. Okay, cool. Let me... I'm looking for... let me go ahead and change to my camera. Or my... Quick. I have squares. Two different things. I change. Zoom in, zoom out. Just clear that. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Let's see here. I'll change this to like to that. Alright. So we're gonna take a look at you. Or actually, okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
So you're like the overly defensive in that situation?
Okay, so let's take a look at what what happened here. Alright, so right here. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the lecture a little bit. Alright, so boom, there's a double commit right there in net. And I kinda wanna see who was in net there. So shot okay, so this I think whoever's in net needs to take and this guy needs to like rotate back. So yeah, so but like you need to like take a look at what happens here. Okay, so you're in net, right? So you take the touch. Okay, that's good. Your teammate shouldn't have really gone up for that. So that's gonna happen. And then it's up to Sky to kind of like keep things under control on his side, or else you guys are gonna be kind of screwed. All right, agent comes in. That's in okay. So here you should recognize that Mayhem could beat you. And here's what you need to realize: Avery's. Well, let me see. He's facing you. So Avery's looking at the ball, but here's the difference here. You've got Avery farther on your side than Agent is on their side, and he can easily tap that in on a redirect if Mayhem beats you. So you need to consider that and say, all right, let's probably rotate back here, unless you know for a fact you can get a better touch than him. So when he beats you, plus, look, all right, you see how that and you whenever you went for it, you tried to wait for the ball to come to you a little bit there. Yeah, and Mayhem actually went to the ball as fast as he could. A little bit of a mechanical error, and just the better option would have been or the safer option would have just been to rotate back there. But okay, so here Avery, he's on the other team. Like this is just a last ditch effort here to try to save the ball. At this point, it's the rotation's already broken, and then it's just a kind of a lucky shot. Normally, people don't make those angles too much. Yeah. Let's see. Well, I mean, with better rotation, you normally don't see that. So with more open rotations, champ 2, champ 3, champ 1, you're gonna see the open rotation. They're gonna be allowed to make mechanical shots like that, but I mean that stopped at some point. All right, so boom, kind of baited him out there, so it works. But whatever you gotta do to score. All right, no. Um, I mean, it's not a bad decision. It's definitely possible that it could have gotten to you, but if you stay grounded, you most likely reach it no matter what they do, or the person in net will. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, right, yeah, and then kind of realizing that it's your other teammate's job to be back there, and he was back here this time. So just kind of taking a peek at him. You can even turn on your reverse cam to see if your teammate's back there. Yeah, yeah. Definitely aware. Just okay, so this Avery or agents already missed. Um and you're pushing a little bit forward here. A little bit too forward. Um so here you're gonna assume that since this is like your level of play, you need to realize that people are just gonna want to do a little bit of ball chasing here. I would consider this a little bit of ball chasing um on Sky's part. Or possibly on both parts, but it's a team effort in that like that is pretty much as bad as a double commit. Just because you've already like once you flip, you're committed for like a second. You know what I mean? And that second is crucial. So I would say whenever you're third man back, don't flip too much because all you need to do is cover that back part of the field. And one of the things that Fireworks taught me was whenever you're third man back and one of your men commits, your job is to protect the second guy going for the ball. So regardless of whether you saw Sky or not, you know in the future that he's probably going to commit, or players that are closer that don't see anyone in front of them are going to go ahead and commit. So here you're in okay positioning, but you need to go ahead and turn around and be ready to rotate back just in case Sky misses or in case Savvy wins that commit there. But we're just looking at what you could have done better. Obviously, Sky shouldn't have gotten that. He would have been in a perfect position to rotate back since he was already sideways, and you would have had to have done a 180. So, like, definitely on his part. But to look at what you could have done a little bit better is just like stick like that where you're at is perfect as far as third man back. I would say. Um, yeah, yeah. Okay. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, pretty much here I would have just been going left, back, like just going in a circle. Pretty much is what I would have been doing there. Um, yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, like, are you saying like if I was playing with you, like what I would do, or like yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, like save those replays. Save those replays that you do with like the really good players, especially, and look over those. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so you commit. That was a fine commit. It's actually off backwards. A good pass. Uh, Terminator goes up. This is probably a kickoff goal.
Yeah, it looks
All
like
right.
it.
So let's see what happened here. Where are we reset? All right. Okay, so you're just playing it. You're gonna probably cheat on this, I'm assuming. Something like that. All right, so good. You've guessed the side correctly on this one, and um, so I have a feeling that Agent's gonna screw up somewhere here because he's in a really good position to defend this. Okay, so you touch that. Um, okay. There's a huge gap in between the players right here. If you're gonna try to reset, it's either you're gonna be hitting that, and as soon as okay, so good. Agent's trying to come in. Um, oh my lord. Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. You're going in the okay, like a decent path, but like he's just sitting there dead backwards to Savvy, and he can go either side. He can go up the wall. He can go past infield, and even then, he actually almost had him there on the challenge, but just wasn't fast enough and missed the challenge there. That's terrible. And here, like honestly, this is just a result of these two players kind of just screwing up. Like that's a little bit rough. I would say here, if you that's one that I would think that Avery's gonna hit. So if you see that, if you want, slow down just a little so that you can cover most of where he's gonna hit it. If you go mid, he can put it behind you and you'll backflip, or he can put it in front of you. It'll just be a guess, like you wouldn't know. And most players in this situation just kind of stand still. So yeah, that happens. So I would just maybe if you see that happening, if you see um, who was it, Sky come up for a shot that he knows he's gonna miss, you want to make it to where you know that Avery's gonna have to shoot in one position. So like maybe start slowing down here so that you have all of this area. And I would be facing my car like I would have ball cam on, and I would be like a little bit on the line, and I would wait for a shot and I would jump corner because normally people shoot up in this area right here, the net. Yeah, yeah. Mm. Mhm. Yeah. I mean, I think the goal is to like kind of already assume where the team's gonna go. But I think there's also an issue. Like if you're playing with people you know, that's almost an issue. Like you should be closing the gaps. You should be on them immediately. But if you're playing with solo queue teammates, sometimes they're too slow, sometimes they're too fast. You don't have any rhythm. That's where you have to start guessing, and you're just gonna have to start praying. Like, that's just how it is. Um, and so here's the thing I would say about that. Like, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, like that's actually I was talking to Toad. We had this exact conversation.
Yeah.
And we talked about this a lot. Like why is it that whenever I queue with so and so or whoever or queue against them, they're always able to carry their teammate, and I'm like, how is that possible? And I mean, if you want to talk about it, Toad, you can kind of. I don't really remember quite what you said,
I don't
but
know.
I mean, you said something like they pretty much like gathered so much consistency with playing with bad people that they kind of already have an idea of like what's gonna happen. They have to overcompensate a lot of the time. They're used to doing that. Like they're definitely used to overcompensating. That comes with that's just grinding over time, grinding rank, like knowing that they're just gonna have to carry. Like they're one of the best in the world. They're not gonna sit there and complain about their teammates because they are the best. You know what I mean? They're striving to be better than everyone else. So they're gonna notice everyone else making mistakes, and that's just natural to them at that point. For us, it's like, okay, you should be doing this, you should be doing that, while we're also making mistakes. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot more consistent, but for them, it's like, okay, I know they might not hit this. And even at top 100 level, you're making mistakes that RLCS players might not do. So there's always going to be that factor there. It's just consistency. Until you're the best of the world, you're going to be seeing players make mistakes, and you're going to be making mistakes. So it's just learning how to deal
Yeah.
with the people below you, like
Yeah.
knowing when to play passive game with teammates that are bad, and knowing when to play a super offensive heavy, game when your teammates are bad. Depends
Well,
on the people.
I think a lot of it comes in with recognizing mistakes, not just against, like, not on just the opponents, on your teammates as well,
Hmm.
and just being able to like read their mistake before it even happens, or recognize like yeah, or recognize the situation might be bad. 99% of the time, where
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, and these mechanical errors are going to occur until you become a little more consistent. Like, I'll even do stuff where I'm like, why did I do that? Like, it'll happen. So, I mean, don't worry about that. That's just over time, you grind so much to where it's like, you know what you should be hitting, you know which mistakes you shouldn't be doing, and that's what's really important. Just recognizing it and fixing it. Kind of, yeah. Yeah.
oh my god.
I know what you mean. I mean, that's literally the exact same with me. That's the exact same.
See, but I'm
Um,
I'm the complete opposite in that situation.
yeah, I was thinking that. I was like, Toad is such an opposite of that.
Like, I don't have much mechanics.
Like you know where people should be and where you should be, though.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of getting there and doing what you're supposed to do in the position. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. 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 Like I know what you mean. Like I've recently had a struggle of like do I just like double down on just working on mechanics and just carry my team, or is it more important that I learn rotation so that when I'm playing with the team that I actually know and like really it depends on what your goals are, you know what I mean? Like are you trying to be a great ranked player or a great team player? You know what I mean? So that's up to you. Like if you're trying to be a great team player, you want to really focus on rotation. And for me, like right now, I want to be able to like play by myself and have fun. At the same time, because not everyone's not going to be on all the time. Your teammates are not going to be on. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I think it's like as soon as you get that first goal scored on you, you need to figure out what the heck your teammates are doing. Is it one teammate that's really like kind of like on the edge of like he may hit it, he may not hit it, and then the other teammate's a little bit more consistent. You can trust him on the ball. Like figure out from the first goal. Like that's why like as soon as you get scored on, don't be like crap, like whatever. Don't skip replay. Look at the replay. Look at what you did. Don't spam wow. Don't spam what a save. Like sit there like I know what it's like. I mean, I definitely want to sit there and just roast my teammates too. But like, look at what they're doing, analyze, like really like see what they're doing. Because if you don't do that, you're gonna be like sitting there triggered the entire time and not figuring out what's happening. It might have been a kickoff goal. What happened on the kickoff? Did your teammate push up a little bit too hard and you didn't really cover net as well, or did you push into net when you really could have pushed out? Like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hmm. Hmm. I think, mhm. Like, do you continue to play after you lose it, or like, I think, um, yeah, 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 I know what you're doing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, mhm. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so let me like give you a couple tips. I think first thing is whenever you're in rank and you lose a rank, go ahead if you really are feeling it and you really think you can do it. Play one. Don't play more than two, because you're gonna be dropping
Yeah.
more than you think. Like even if you're not total, like for me, I've had plenty of great days where I'm playing fantastic and I've lost my grand champ in twos, and then I have to get off for a couple hours, just kind of take a rest and play other games, come back and get it. You know what I mean? Get the fresh new set of cuers that are coming in, and the tilters have gone off. Because it might be you have a tilted teammate. They might be a little bit inconsistent. You may be feeling great. You may be feeling bad. It might be their fault in the end. So just take a break. And so that's one thing. It'll kind of help you save you some trouble later on when instead, because I know like there's players that have complained where they like lose 100 MMR in one day, and I've never done that more than twice because yeah. No, you're fine. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 Right. Right. And so it's just like how you queue, when you queue. It's really what matters. Like if you want to have a good time, focus on improving. I know Toad tells me this a lot, and I kind
Yeah.
of sometimes I really should listen to it a little bit more. Is I'll sit there and tilt because I want to win so bad. Like I just want to win so bad, and I'm losing. Yeah, and that's like how everyone is. It's just the competitive nature. If you don't like, and I know Loconate said this, it's hard to enjoy the game without having a competitive sense, without wanting to get better, without wanting to be the best in whatever community you're in. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right. Yeah. Like, don't, like, there's so many players on Twitter, on whatever, you'll see, and they'll sit there and they'll type out, God, I want to quit. I just want to die. Like, I want to kill myself because I lost 50 MMR today in ranked. Like, dude, it's don't let one day dictate the hours and years of work that you put into the game. You know what I mean? Like, that's so dumb. So that and like focus on improvement rather than winning. I know that's like really cliche. It's super cliche, and it's way harder to do than it is to say that. It's like I can sit here and tell you, oh, like and Toad told me the same thing. But
Yep.
I'll have those games where I just really want to win, and I'm not focused on improvement. You need to have those games where it's like or those sessions where you're focused on what issue am I having that I really need to fix today. Like have an idea of what you've been messing up in the past week, really recent, that you need to get fixed, or else you're not gonna like really improve. Every day should be like another step towards the goal, and you need to have a macro goal and a micro goal. And this is something that like anyone will tell you, any good coach will tell you that you need to have. Like you need to have a micro goal and a macro goal. So a micro goal needs to be what can I do today to help reach what I'm going to get in 30 days. In 30 days, that's your macro goal. So if your macro goal could be something like, okay, I want to be able to, in this tournament, try to make it to the quarterfinals or whatever. Like that should be something that you're aiming for. So that means you need to grind with your team more tournaments. Every tournament, you should try to see what you're doing wrong and how you can improve upon that. So like that, and so those are going to be your micro goals. Like, okay, what are we doing in rotation? What? Why did you challenge that ball? That's even getting even more specific. Like that, those are your micro goals. What can you do to fix that? So do your part. Like I don't really know what your future goals are. Like, can you give me like a little bit of insight? Like, are you looking for a threes team? Are you looking to join a league? Like what's your goal? Because I have no idea. I have no clue. Yeah, I remember. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Um. So let me tell you this: how many ESLs are you doing? Are you doing every single one? Are you doing the ones that you can do? Okay. Yeah. Do you have like a team right now? Are you with the Thirst team? Mm, okay. Um. Yeah. Shoot.
Oof, that's rough.
Yeah. 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 Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I would say with like finding teammates, it's like one of the hardest things to do in like any competitive scene for any esport is like trying to find a good team. Like right now, I'm in the midst of just trying to find players that are committed. Like I can sit here and find the best players. Like I've played with really good players, but none of them are committed. You know what I mean? And that's like the issue. Like you're gonna go out and it depends on your schedule, what their schedule is, and you need to like, and this is way easier said than done. Go out, to the communities and the different discords and the people that you know, the connections you've made, and really sit there and type out a good message saying what you're about, what region you're in. If you know the guys, then you tell them, hey, I'm dedicated, I want to do this. Or, do you want to do this? And if they do, you got, are you ready to grind? Are you ready to do this? Because with that, like, ESL is rough. Like, I know people that are really good Grand Champ players that are still struggling to get the ESL title, and have gotten so close and still haven't gotten it. You know, who was it? Oh yeah. Anyways, yeah. Are you talking about this past recent one? Who was it? It was either Breadsport or Loaf versus someone versus yeah, it was Loconate, Absorbent Karma, and it was Loco, Absorbent Karma, and Wildcat, and they faced someone else. It might have been Crimson or someone that they faced. Might have been. I think it was Rogreg's team actually. It might have been. I don't remember. Anyways, they lost game 5 overtime or whatever it was. So that tells you how close you can be, and like here's the thing: those guys, they don't play together a lot. I guarantee you they had issues all along the way up there, and they got really lucky at times. They might have even had a lucky side of the bracket as well. So like a lot of it can be a lucky bracket. A lot of it can be, a lucky day, and you might all have a great day. But I'm just saying specifically for you, find a couple of guys that are serious. Like, find some serious dudes. If not, make them serious. You know what I mean? Like, really talk to them. Be like, dude, I think you have potential. I think we have potential. And really, like, get in there and like and say you're serious and you really want to do this. And I think it's something that you can do. And it's just grinding. It's finding people, grinding, and that's the best advice I can give you for that. Macro goals and micro goals. What can I fix today in my rotation? What is this going to help me do later to help me reach that ESL goal? What can I do today to get to the to that Grand Champ rank so that I can start getting better games and start getting the practice with better players? That's how you got to think of it. You can't think of it like, I want Grand Champ, I want Grand Champ. Why do you want Grand Champ? I don't know. I just want Grand Champ. No, you want Grand Champ because you want like more practice with better players, right? It's a lot more fun at the Grand Champ level than it is at Champ 3 level. I know what it's like. So you got to grind for that. You got to want to play at a high level all the time. Like you got to want Grand Champ, and you got to want to keep it. I know players that can hit it, but they don't keep it. So there's no point in getting it if you're not gonna. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. 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 Mhm. Yeah, watch your replays. It will help you. Like, I remember the first time I ever watched a replay, I learned so much and I got like a ton better. So I'm gonna wrap this up, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell you a couple of things that you can do just in general that you need to work on every day, or if you can, like whenever you get on every day. Um, all right. So first thing, like you said, focus on your awareness, where your teammates are, what do I need to do to protect the worst case scenario, if that's more likely to happen than not. So that, and then also take a look at your replays every once in a while. You don't have to look at them every day. That's definitely not necessary because you'll get bored of it. And you're not going to be learning a lot if you're just sitting there, oh, okay, I do that a lot. I do that every day. Like, it's whatever. You kind of start overlooking things. Do it maybe every weekend. So you could say, okay, you save replays over the week. And you say, okay, I messed up here. I'm going to save that for the weekend. And then you look over. It's like, oh, these are the big overlying things that are like are actually holding me from ranking up or winning that game. That could have been the game winner goal there if I would have hit it this way instead of that way. I would have saw the guy like. So those kind of things. And then grinding, finding teammates, and knowing when to stop queuing for the day and having a healthy amount of time. Like those are all things. Having a healthy amount of time is super important. Don't overgrind. Don't undergrind. Get a decent amount of time in. And that's pretty much your big goal is trying to get consistent. That's how you're gonna get on a daily grind. So, yeah, that stuff.
I would also say maybe take a day off every once in a while as well.
Yeah, like that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like if you want, like you can sit there, but like if you focus on too many things, it's not gonna be as effective. You know what I mean? So crack down on something. Yeah, 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 and yeah. So yeah, I guess like that kind of stuff. If it's mechanical error, that's stuff that you can do in training. That's a lot easier to tackle in training than anything else. So yeah, yeah, yeah. hmm yeah, I mean that comes down to your position. Like, you're not gonna like. I'm gonna tell you right now. Like in Grand Champ play, like I rarely use my like someone in like I remember when I was on Champ 2, I would do all these like crazy plays, but now I don't really have the space to. So you got to really start playing, and then every once in a while you'll get gifted with the opportunity to hit the double tap or to get a really good passing play out. But that's all based off a good rotation. Really crack down the rotation. If you have great mechanics, keep your training up, get a good warm up in, free play, and maybe a mix of your favorite pack. And then jump into ranked and focus on your rotation. Your mechanics are fine, they look fine. You've been hitting like a lot of good things. It's just deciding when to go up and when to stay back. It's like super important. Focus on that. Um, yeah, and just tackle like specific aspects. Um, that stuff. And then I guess if you have any questions or anything like that, just let me know. Message me, and I can think about it a little bit more and type it out, and probably be a little bit better of a response than I've got right now. Just because I've got to head out, but. Yeah. But yeah, no, just message me. I'm always open to answer messages because I'm always on my phone. So just hit me up. If any of your friends have questions on their rotation, just tell them to send me a replay, and I can look over it. So yeah, but yeah, like if you ever need help, just let me know. Um, but yeah, dude, I mean, it seems like you're dedicated. Like you want that tag, and I think it's a good goal to have. I think without a big goal like that, you're not really getting anywhere. You got to have a macro and a micro. Like that's keep that in your head. Value the specific things as much as you do that ESL title. Everything you do is gonna help you. Yeah, dude. Yeah. All right, man. I'll talk to you later, dude. Peace out. Good luck.
Like, yep. Oh yeah, I didn't say much, but I let him do most of the talking. A lot of that's been stuff I told him before, though. Yeah. I mean, he's continued to grow, yeah, but he's better than I am. But yeah, by a lot. He struggles on positioning, so I always try to help him with positioning more. Yeah, and if like you ever want to try to queue or something like that, just feel free to hit me up. Oh shoot. I'm about to get dunked on. If you ever want to queue or something like that, or just play some, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. That's all she wrote, yeah. That's how it usually is with like pros. Like you get one chance, and that's it. Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, you and me are probably around the same MMR. Yeah, yeah, it makes sense. 8 days is a little long. You'll definitely start out a little bit slower than normal. Oh, I just got scored on, I think. Oh, jeez. Yeah, yeah, either one. Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, yeah, that's usually taking those breaks gets rid of those bad habits as well. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, which, I mean, you kind of break that, eventually. Yeah. See what? What was I? You can invite me to it, but I do gotta go pretty soon here. Okay. You definitely shoot me the invite, and I'll join it, and I'll look at it. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No trouble. That is learning for me as well. All right. I'll catch you later, dude.